There's a saying, tell me who you hang out with and I'll tell you who you are. Now this particular saying is by my personal hero, Sancho Panza. Now I have been accused by my closest friends and the people that know me to exaggerate some things whenever I'm trying to make a point or I'm trying to prove that I'm right. But I would never do that about my personal hero and the first president of Mexico, Sancho Panza. However, there is a lot of truth in that saying, especially if you're in this journey of weight loss and body transformation. Because the fact is, the people around you, especially in your closest social circles, family, co-workers, lovers, and friends, can really shape our reality. They can so much as influence the way that we think and what we believe about ourselves and how we perceive ourselves. And if you're in this journey of weight loss, body transformation, health, then you can agree with me that those people can either make this journey more challenging for you or they can make it easier for you by being supportive. If you're dealing with this predicament of negativity, lack of understanding from your loved ones, like, you know, your mom or your significant other is always, using extra oil when they're cooking, or they're always bringing junk food around you, or they're trying to make things harder for you, or what I think is probably the worst one, which is the condescending, snotty, passive-aggressive comments like, why are you trying to lose weight? Like, that looks really hard. You don't need to lose weight. You're gonna put the weight back on when you finish. Then this video is for you. Because the fact is, you do have to surround yourself with people that will support you, motivate you, and believe in you. Because the fact is, you are the result of, in a way, of the closest people that you hang out with. And if you don't have friends or family that fit that description, then you do have to look for those kinds of people. Now, I understand that this is easier said than done because you can't just go to your closest friends or your family and look for new family members.
Emotional damage!
In such cases, there are 3 things that you can try and do. And I got these 3 particular tips from my book, Once and For All, How to Lose Weight and Never Fail Again. So if you want to get more details and you want to get more specific, you want to get more specific with the tips, then I highly suggest that you check the book out. But nonetheless, the first thing that you want to try is try to understand where they're coming from. Now, this is probably the hardest thing that I'm going to be asking you to do, because I am essentially asking you to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. And the reason why I'm doing that is if you're able to understand where that family member, your significant other, your coworker is coming from, then you might be able to understand their source of negativity. So here's what I mean. If you put yourself in your, let's say, your significant other's shoes, and you try to understand, why is it that they're always sabotaging me? Why is it, and they might not be doing consciously, keep that in mind, they might be doing it subconsciously, but why would it be that my significant other might try to subconsciously sabotage me and not be supportive? Well, it could be that they are afraid of all the attention that you're gonna get once you get to your goal. It could be your aunt who is, 50 years old, and she tried losing weight when she was younger, but she never succeeded. And so there's that residual negativity that when she sees somebody who could be successful, it's a reminder of what she wasn't able to do. It could be so much as your coworker who's going through the same thing. I mean, there's many scenarios here. Whenever you find somebody who is sabotaging you or who is making comments, try to put yourself in their shoes. And why is it that they're being this way? Now, this particular point is going to help with the next one, because once you do this, you put yourself in their shoes, the next thing that you have to do is you have to be open with them. And this is a must. You have to be open with them, and you have to let them know how important this goal for you is. But here's the catch. Here's the most important part of this step. When you let them know how important this process is for you, why it's important for you to lose weight, why it's important for you to be healthy, you have to let them know those things. But the most important thing is you have to let them know that you can't do it without them. Now, because if you go in there with this attitude of like, hey, mom, I'm trying to lose weight and I'm doing it because of this, and this, you have to understand that it might come across a little bit selfish. It might come across like, I'm doing this for me, and me. But if you come across from an angle of, listen, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to improve my health. I'm trying to do it, but I can't do it without you because you mean this much to me. Your support means this much to me. So if we could do this together, not as in you guys have to lose weight together, but if you could help me so that we could, help me lose weight together, that would mean the world to me. It's very important that when you are open with them, like, let them know, first of all, why it's important for you to be healthy, why it's important for you to achieve your goal, but make sure that you include them in that conversation, because if you don't, there's going to be a little bit of a disconnect. There's going to be an emotional disconnect. They're just going to, again, they're going to, they might remember what you said, but after a few days, they're going to forget. But if you include them and you say, I need you, this is why it's important that I have your support, your help, then they're going to have more responsibility. They're going to be more accountable. And it's important that you follow step one, which is put yourself in their position or in their shoes, see what, where they're coming from, because you can have a better conversation with them as far as like, hey, I need your help because of this. And again, you don't have to, point out the negative stuff from point one, like, well, I know that you're sabotaging me because of this, but at least you're going to know where they're coming from and you can be more empathetic when you talk with them. But at the end of the day, you do have to be open with whoever it is that's sabotaging you, that's making things harder for you. Most of the time, you have to keep in mind your loved ones are not purposely trying to make things harder for you. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, your coworker, your friend, they might not be trying to make things hard for you, on purpose. They might just do it, subconsciously. So by bringing this awareness to them, they will understand it's important to them. And if they love you, if they care for you, they are gonna follow through, especially if you include them in that conversation. And step three, sometimes you just have to keep it to yourself. And I think this point or this tip is just more specific to coworkers, acquaintances, people that you're not that close with. Because if you try to be open and you try to see where your coworker who you've known for 3 weeks, where they're coming from, you might not really understand and they might not really care why it's important for you, but just keep it to yourself. I'm talking more about like the people that make things hard for you at work, or like they're always making those comments. When this happens, just be aloof. Play a little bit stupid about your weight loss goal or about your health goals or about your body transformation goals. So if they're trying to pry about like why you're eating differently, why you're making different choices or different lifestyle choices, just be aloof and answer, this is just the way that I like things. I didn't realize I was eating healthier, or that it seems like a diet. Just like I said, be aloof, and they will leave you alone even if you think that they're onto you. So hopefully these 3 tips helped you out. And remember the saying too, better alone than in bad company. So consider, the people that you hang out with the most, the people that are around you, and just do a little bit of, thinking. Are these people supporting you? Do they believe in you? Or are they making things harder for you? In some cases, like I said earlier, you may have to reconsider your relationship with those people. And if you can't, try the 3 tips that we talked about. But, at the end of the day, remember, you are a result of the people you hang out with the most. So I'll see you in the next video.